Thanks,
Done.
Stevie.
Done.
Guys, it is awesome to be here with you. We can see that Danny's quite excited over there on a phone call. Welcome to another Discover ASEA. I can see that there are people here from all over the world. We are so grateful for your time. My name is Alissa. I'm from Australia. I'm a health practitioner here. I work specifically and specialize in pediatrics. And for me, the discovery of this amazing health technology has totally changed my whole purpose and I guess viewpoint on health. And I really feel that what we have discovered here with this health technology is the missing link to our whole health department. So I'm excited that you guys are here. Thank you for sharing your time. I know that today you're going to learn a lot of information on how this health technology is going to help your health, and also maybe how this health technology might also be able to help your lifestyle as well. So we've got two amazing speakers today. We have Stevie Aquilina, who is from, again, Australia, up in Queensland on the Gold Coast. He has an amazing presentation. So guys, stick around to listen for it. It's one of the best I've seen. I think it explains Redox so clearly, and you get a really clear picture of the impact that this is going to have on your health. So we are so glad to have Stevie here. We also have Dan Doyle, who's most of you will know, he's quite famous in the ASEA community. He has spent his last 4 or 5 years just dedicating his life to sharing this technology and saving people's lives. So we're going to hear from him and hear his story about how Redox has changed his life and the impact that he's been able to have across the world, which is why we have people from everywhere on this call, which is exciting. So Stevie, turn on your camera. Let's see you. We'd love to hear from you and hear what this amazing health technology is and how it's going to help our health.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alissa, and very kind introduction, very kind compliments about my presentation. I really appreciate that. I do my best, but, I would love to hear, if not now, at least later in the presentation from you, because you are a health professional working with other health professionals and also a busy entrepreneur too. You don't just have one health clinic, you've got several and building another big grand one right now. And so, I would appreciate a few words of wisdom for you, perhaps sometime in this presentation. And I appreciate your heart. I appreciate how it beats for the mission of this company. And how we're really here to better people's lives and be a force for good in the world. And you take that seriously. So thank you. It's a big joy to work with you.
Absolutely. We're absolutely here to help people's lives. So I feel grateful that we've got so many people on the call that are here to change their lives and find an opportunity here that might be, as I said, the key missing link to our whole health department. So I'm blessed. Thanks, Stevie. I love working with you. Dan Doyle, I'll give you another introduction later because last time I gave you 2 and that wasn't fair.
Sorry, I was just finishing up a call. We're taking everything, we're utilizing every single second to get this incredible breakthrough to the world. So sorry, I was just caught up on that, but I'm with you now.
No problems at all. We'll hand it over to Stevie first so that he can explain to us what this amazing health technology is and how it's going to benefit our health.
Okay, great. So I'll just shift gears here and put it into my presentation. So again, everyone, thank you very much for being here with me. In case you didn't catch it, my name is Stevie Aquilina. I hope you're doing really well. And as Alissa said, my family and I live in Australia. We're originally from Sydney, actually, but now we live on the Gold Coast, which has been a lifelong dream come true, to tell you the truth. Or not a lifelong dream, but a long time dream. Look, just so you know who I am a little bit, just a little bit. Look, I was a troubled child, teenage, runaway, high school dropout. Never made it at university like, some of the intelligent people that you'll hear from here. I was often told that I wasn't very good. I was a bit useless, stupid, incapable of anything. And, when you're told something often enough, and when you're young and impressionable enough, you may start to believe it. I did. And with that kind of thinking, I walked myself right off track on life's journey from, for the years of my teens and my 20s. Look, I really wanted more. I wanted to be more. I wanted to do more. I wanted to have more, to give more. I had big dreams, but little self-esteem, if you can imagine that. I was fit and strong, but unhealthy. I had health problems. I had a list of problems. I had go nowhere jobs and hopes going nowhere. No prospects, no financial dignity, no financial security, mainly because of no belief in myself. I wasn't free. I wasn't happy. I wasn't able to be who I wanted to be. Believed in possibilities. Boy, did I believe in possibilities, but doubted my potential. But fortunately, a couple of key things happened to me in my life. First, I met the girl of my dreams, and I was motivated more than ever before to become more. And she believed in me. She believed in me when I couldn't. And second, I was introduced to the life-changing technology, life-changing financial opportunity, and life-changing teachings, training, systems, support of this company, of these leaders, of what I'm going to present to you today. And they believed in me too. The special guest you're going to hear from today, Dan Doyle, another key person in my life who believed in me long before I figured out how to do that myself. And, when you're told something often enough, you start to believe it, right? And then you become it. So today, instead of having health problems and wealth problems, I solve them, not just for myself, but for others too. Instead of financial indignity, I have dignity. Instead of financial insecurity, I have security. And instead of feeling unfulfilled and hopeless, well, today I'm blessed. I have an opportunity that gives me the income and the time to enjoy lifestyle and freedom with my family, but it also allows me to have a significant impact in other people's lives. And your story might be different, or maybe you've got one that you can kind of resonate with that a little bit, but for whatever reason you're here, I can tell you this much. This company, the people who run it, the leaders above it, and the people who are there to support you, like a special guest that we're going to hear from today, no matter where you've come from, what you've done, what you haven't done, this is a place where you can believe, belong, and become more. I know that. I know that. And so let's jump into this, shall we? My first part of my presentation is going to be about this tremendous breakthrough that is significant. You need to know about it, and all of your significant others in your life, you'll want them to know about it too. And then when you come back to me later on, I'm going to show you this very significant opportunity. What I'll be sharing with you is the most significant health and life science breakthrough of our lifetime. Have I used the word significant enough? It is very significant. So much so that medical experts say this is a very big breakthrough, greater than the discoveries of DNA or penicillin. For 2 decades, science had declared this was impossible. So we're going to show you the impossible today. This is a breakthrough with enormous potential, proven by renowned universities, world-leading laboratory medical studies. It's very real and a very advanced breakthrough, 15 years ahead of its time. Any health goals or challenges you can think of, remarkable results. And drug companies wanted it shut down. More about that a little later, I think. Before I tell you what this is, let's be absolutely clear about what this is not, because this is nothing like anything else you've ever seen before. This is not a drug, vitamin, mineral, or antioxidant formula. It's not secret herbs, spices, exotic berries, fancy juices, super shakes, essential oils, magic magnets, alkaline waters, electrolyte waters, laser light roots from magical 5,000-year-old trees, CBD oils, lotions, potions, gadgets. Well, goodness knows what else is out there. What we'll be talking about instead goes well beyond nutrition, well beyond any type of ingredients, or well beyond any type of technology you already know about out there, because this is an entirely new frontier in science, a truly groundbreaking and category-creating healthcare breakthrough. The Alissa Redox cell signaling technology is a drink that contains active redox signaling molecules. What are those? Redox signaling molecules are made by your cells, so they are native to your body. They are your cellular messengers that affect cell-to-cell communication and genetic expression in a positive way. So redox signaling is a remarkable process because it is the actual process that empowers your body to heal itself by telling your cells how to protect healthy cells, repair unhealthy cells, and replace damaged cells. Redox signaling molecules also activate your body's immune system to protect against bacteria, viruses, and infection. Redox signaling is what keeps cells functioning and healing at optimal levels. Why is this so important? Because we're all made of cells. We live and die at the cellular level. Healthy cells means a healthy body and a healthy life. So redox signaling molecules really are the keys to life because they are essential for the activation and function of our normal physiology. All of our body's major systems, biochemical and physiological processes, critically depend on redox signaling. critically, because if all of your cells were to suddenly stop making redox signaling molecules right now, look, you wouldn't live longer than just a few more seconds. Without your redox signaling molecules, life ends. Now, if your body already makes redox signaling molecules, why should we drink them? Why should you supplement with them? Well, when we're born, we do make an abundance of redox signaling molecules. That's generally why children have so much energy and how they can run around all day and not wake up sore the next, and how they can bounce back so quickly from an injury or illness. However, as we age, along with stress, poor diet, toxins, lots of other environmental assaults, our cells break down and our body's ability to make redox molecules declines daily. Without as many redox signaling molecules giving clear cell signals, our whole cellular protection and healing process becomes slow. Our cells break down more and more, and so does our health, wellness, youth, and vitality. ASEA takes science seriously, and so is highly committed to ongoing research with renowned universities, world-leading laboratories. They allow these outside and independently reviewed studies to prove the potential of ASEA redox signaling supplements, demonstrating the safety and efficacy of the ASEA redox products, certifying them as safe and effective in everybody. And ASEA is within a very real and significant space of science. Redox is based in Nobel Prize winning research. The first Nobel Prize was awarded to these three professors back in 1998 for the first discovery of redox signaling molecules. There have now since been multiple Nobel Prizes awarded for research in this field. If you went along to pubmed.gov, which is where all peer-reviewed medical studies are published, and you typed in redox signaling, you would see well over 33,000 results. And there are more than 1,500 medical textbooks that have been published on redox signaling. And there are around 150 studies coming out almost every single month. And so according to medical researchers, redox signaling is one of the fastest emerging fields in science that will shape all of our lives in the coming years. Because there are now multiple universities who've received tens of millions of dollars in grants to open up redox research centers. There are now global medical conferences and world redox congresses being held about redox. Medical doctors are specializing in redox. One such professor, a doctor at Harvard Medical School, who has a PhD and a title that includes Director of Redox Medicine, and ASEA is already light years ahead. ASEA redox users enjoy cell signaling benefits. That translates to health at its most foundational level. Here's just one example. ASEA redox has been scientifically tested and shown to signal the activation of genetic pathways and affect genes that improve immune system health, help maintain a healthy inflammatory response, help maintain cardiovascular health and support arterial elasticity, improve gut health and digestive enzyme production, and modulate hormone balance to support vitality and wellness. Now, these genes are key in the health of every individual. They play a vital role, not just in the 5 mentioned human health areas, but also in dozens of additional genetic pathways. On top of all that, ASEA redox has also been scientifically tested and shown to enhance your body's own production and efficiency of antioxidants by up to 800%. Further studies show that ASEA lowers oxidative stress. The head professor of this university study coming out saying that one of the most important effects of ASEA on what he called disease risk factors is its ability to reduce oxidative stress. That's significant, folks, because all degenerative health conditions are caused by oxidative stress. And from rigorous toxicology studies, ASEA is proven to be 100% safe, 0% toxicity. Why? Redox signaling molecules are native to your body. They're already in you. Your body already makes them. It's just that now your body can't make as much of them as it used to when it was younger and or healthier. So if you have health challenges, or if you have people you care about who do, if you have a wish that you could look, live, and feel young again, if you have the very good sense for protecting your health because you don't want to become old, you don't want to become unwell, if you have a goal of having higher levels of human performance, greater athleticism in sport, bigger and stronger in the gym, any health goal you can think of, redox users and medical doctors are seeing just remarkable results. But you know what? You do not have to take my word for it. Here are some medical doctors. Let's have a listen to what they have to say.
Redox signaling molecules are like the DNA whisperer. They signal cells to be healthy. And because of age, because of medications, because of toxicity in the environment, you lose your ability to make the redox signaling molecules. So having them with ASEA simply replenishes what your body is doing natively when you were young. You know, I've been in the business for 40 years, and this is the first time that I've ever heard about the redox signaling molecules, which to me is a breakthrough of the 21st century, akin to the electric light bulb in the 20th century and maybe even the discovery of penicillin. Because your body is a redox signaling program, and to be able to replenish it on a day-to-day basis, internally and externally, is not just a breakthrough, it's a game changer.
Health is something we have to earn. What can I do to get to the root of things and really prevent problems from happening? Is it possible? And the answer is yes.
You know, I think most people don't actually really consider their health until it's gone. So it's the choices that we make today that are going to determine the level of our wellness and our health and our healthy longevity tomorrow.
We want to keep people healthy. We don't want to see that deterioration. The whole process of the anti-aging and regenerative medicine that I'm so passionate about is on the premise that we can maintain energy, we can maintain health.
So prevention is key, but people need to value it. People need to understand what it is and take responsibility.
Inside every cell in your body, you're constantly producing negative and positive molecules called oxidants and reductants. And the contraction of that name is redox.
So with these molecules, we're amping up that communication. We're helping that cell signal.
Without these cell signaling molecules, we simply wouldn't do the gene replication that we need, the DNA sequencing that we need. These redox signaling molecules interact throughout the body with every cell that we know.
Every cell in our body needs these molecules for communication purposes. The more balanced they are, the more abundant they are, the healthier we are.
ASEA actually has the combination of the oxidants and the reductants that the body makes. So all we're doing with ASEA is enhancing what the body is already doing.
Having a product, a technology that's native to the body doesn't have to worry about detoxifying it because it knows exactly what to do with redox molecules. It's one of, if not the safest recommendation I ever make to a patient.
They found a way to stabilize them outside the body. And you can actually put them back into bodies that are deficient in those molecules. That's a game changer.
To have something that at its molecular level is native to the body is nothing short of a breakthrough.
This is something that's foundational for health, for every cell. It affects every cell in our body. And not just the cells, but the very DNA within those cells. You know, we talk about the discovery of DNA as being a huge breakthrough, the discovery of penicillin. Yes, these were absolutely huge discoveries, but now we have something that actually goes even deeper.
This is where the future lies, and this is why redox chemistry and supplements that employ this are so powerful.
They literally turn on and turn off, signal every single process in every living cell. And to be able to stabilize a product that allows us to replenish that is just a phenomenal breakthrough.
This has the capability to change the landscape of the healthcare system as we know it.
So now that we've spoken about cellular health from the inside out, let's show you what's possible from the outside in. That's made possible by ASEA's topical versions of Redox technology. They are Renew 28 Redox Gel and our intensive redox serum. These redox technology products are supported and enhanced by their complementary all natural ingredients products. They are our gentle refining cleanser and our ultra replenishing moisturizer. But a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's just show you what our ASEA and Renew advanced technologies are worth with these amazing health, anti-aging and age reversing results. Lines and wrinkles being smoothed out, elasticity coming back to the skin, inflammations, irritations, aggravations, other signs of poor health to the skin being renewed, being rejuvenated. Even the aftermath of some of these unfortunate conditions are coming back to the proper surface of the skin. This is Rosie. The dramatic difference you're seeing in the first two pictures on the left couldn't be seen by Rosie. Rosie could not see them because she did not take those pictures. And Rosie actually believed that the products weren't working Rosie's doctor told her about ASEA, and that's who took these pictures. So when Rosie told him that the products didn't work, the doctor showed her the pictures, and I guess the rest of the story you can see here, right? Everyone says they want to see how ASEA goes, but Rosie missed the moment by moment, day by day, week by week changes by not taking pictures. So take pictures so that you don't miss those changes too, because that's how you see how it goes. And for anything you can't take a picture of, keep a written record instead. Before your ASEA arrives, make a list of everything about your health. It could be your energy, stress, sleep, digestion, mental focus, muscle and joint comfort, endurance, workout recovery, and of course, anything specific to your health that you want to track. And give that list a score from 1 to 10, 10 being very good. And do this after 7, 30, 60, 90 days and so on. That's how you see how it goes. Now, some people notice results early, like Rosie, in 7 weeks, others in 7 days, and most people can have an experience in around 7 minutes. However, some people need to apply more product, more time, more patience, generally when there's more going on with their health. What we know scientifically is that redox molecules are redox molecules. They're the same in you as they are in me, as they are in animals, as they are in plants, as they are in bottles of ASEA products. Studies show that ASEA redox products have an immediate positive effect. They work in every single person, every single time. It would be, in fact, scientifically impossible for them to not work in you or hurt you, for that matter. But what does differ from person to person is the time it takes them to notice the change. This doctor did a little experiment of his own on his very own face and used Renew 28 on only half of his face and not the other. Can you spot the difference? Here you will see that it's not just for the face. Now, the next set of pictures coming up, these are from a study by a world-leading laboratory. This study was done because there were many reports coming in from all over the world from people saying that their cellulite had disappeared while they were using Renew 28. So scientists set upon double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trials to see if there was any truth to these stories. What they found was, after just 12 weeks, there was a 16% reduction in the appearance of cellulite. And when the scientists did ultrasounds to try and discover why this was happening, they saw the subcutaneous fat that was causing the cellulite was actually being dissolved from the use of Renew 28. So Renew 28 helps reduce the appearance of cellulite and wrinkles, enhancing skin texture, smoothing the skin, supporting surface skin cell renewal, not just for visibly younger looking skin, healthier skin. But Renew 28 also helps soothe skin discomfort after such things as shaving and or sun exposure. But Renew 28 is not just for the skin. It also helps soothe discomfort around the body. Now you can know if it works in about 10 minutes. If you have some discomfort around your body, rate that discomfort on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most discomfort. Apply Renew 28 on the point of discomfort 3 times within 5 minutes, and usually 9 to 10 out of 10 people will notice a soothing or reduction of discomfort within approximately 10 minutes. Now, nothing that I've said here today has been intended to diagnose anything that you're going through, and ASEA does not claim to treat or cure any diseases. If it's okay with you, Alissa, I will hand it back to you so you can hear from my best mate and my hero and my savior, the guy that introduced me to all this, Dan Doyle. Are you there? Oh, I hope my internet's not playing up again. Can you hear me, Danny?
Just tricking, mate. Just tricking. We got you.
Oh, have we lost Alissa?
Absolutely.
She's a little bit frozen.
Okay.
Thanks, Stevie, for explaining to us. No. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Got you now.
I'm back.
No.
Oh, we might be having trouble there.
We might be.
You can hear me fine though, right? Because I'm a little scared yesterday. Are you there?
Can you hear
yeah,
me?
No, you're freezing. You're in and out, Alissa.
What I might do, Dan,
Well,
just to carry things
I'm
on,
here.
if you come back, Alissa, just give me a yell, but maybe send her a quick text. I'm going to introduce you if that's okay, Danny, if we can't.
Sure. Thank you. Of course.
Look, this is my best mate. He's an Aussie, as you can hear from his Crocodile Dundee accent. He's now living in Hawaii. Alissa, if you can hear, feel free to jump back in. I don't want to take your job. But look, this is my best mate, and so glad to have him around, because he actually came from a severe and concerning challenge, not just upon his health, but upon his life. And his life was given back to him, thankfully, because of this breakthrough technology that I've just introduced to you. He is now an international multi-million-dollar success story. He's an ambassador Triple Diamond with this organization. That puts him at number 3 top ranking associate worldwide. Are you there now, Alissa?
I am. Can you hear me?
Oh, that's working. I was just taking over your job, sorry, but we lost you.
You're doing an amazing job, so keep going.
He's on the ASEA Advisory Global Council. He's a key member of that board, and he's in the $1 Million Earners Club of this organization. He is highly awarded, highly rewarded. Business Builder of the Year, Entrepreneurial Spirit Award, Emerging Leader of the Year Award. But the only reason he has all of this is because he gives so much to other people. And I'll tell you, that's not just a line. This is one of the most generous guys I've ever met. One of the most fun guys to be around I've ever met. Alissa, did you want to say a few words so I'm not stealing all your thunder?
Stevie, that was an amazing introduction to Dan. As we know, he's one of the, I would say he's like, everybody for me. He totally has changed, I know, my life and thousands of other lives. So we're just really grateful, Dan, for not only your passion, but your ability to just, we know that you have a heart for helping people on their journey, because you've gone through your own journey, and we just love working with you, and we're really thankful for everything you've done. So
well, it's a wonder my head's fitting on this screen at the moment. Thank you.
Again.
Thank you so much for the kind words, guys. And thanks, Stevie, for the presentation. We'll hear from you again after everybody hears my story. Alissa, I won't let you go, though. You still there? Yeah, a little bit frozen, but we'll give this a go. So as a health practitioner, you're pretty skeptical. Obviously, I told you about this a long time ago, and you left the product sitting in the cupboard for a very long time. And after a while, you made a decision to pull that out. So what was your little journey there when I first spoke to you to the time that you started using the product, and the results you got from using ASEA yourself personally?
Yeah, I'll just double check.
We'll get you to turn off we'll get you to turn off your video so we can hear you not loud and clear. And I might do the same just to power it up a little bit. I know the internet's been playing up right around the world for the past few days. Okay, how's that?
Can you hear me okay now?
Clear as a bell.
Great. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Wonderful.
Go for it.
It could be, as I said before, we're in total lockdown here, so our internet is kind of being used by every single person that lives in Adelaide. So sorry about that. But yeah, Dan, as you were saying, like, Dan approached me, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago now. And as a health professional, we can be a little bit arrogant, maybe, about lots of different things, about juices and all sorts of other things that can help our health. I personally was researching what I could, and as Dan said, and Stevie, some integrative GPs and doctors and a whole medical team as well. And my own health challenges were and I was going from everything from just being organic and natural to just give me whatever I could do to try and help me get through. And it wasn't until one night at midnight I was on PubMed researching some things about health for our redox signaling molecules. And so I started Googling, and anyway, I Googled it and up come this blue bottle, and I went to the cupboard. I thought, this looks familiar. And sure enough, it's this same blue bottle that Dan Doyle had told me about. Stop, because people are saying that they can't hear me. So Dan, do you want to just come back in?
Yeah,
and let's hope that my internet is
in.
better by the time you've finished your story.
Sure. All right, guys, thanks for bearing with us. I said there has been a lot of internet problems around the world with what's happening in this crazy times, and everybody consuming themselves or occupying themselves with getting on to their computers. So this is what we do, though. I mean, Alissa was telling her little story there about how she started, and I'm going to go into my story. And this is exactly what we do. We share stories. We don't sell, we tell. We don't sell anything, we tell stories. In us sharing our stories and sharing the vision of Alissa, where company has come from, where it is, and where it's going. So for those who have been invited onto this call, it's a guest. Welcome to everybody. And I can tell you guys can relax, because we're not here trying to convince you of anything. We're here to trying to inform you of everything. So somebody's handed you a gift, what I would consider one of the biggest gifts that you would ever receive in your life. And it's up to you whether you open that gift or not. I can tell you cheekily, after saying the company disclaimer again and reiterating what Stevie said, that these products are not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition, but with long-term use of these products, and sometimes even short-term use, these products are a cure for skepticism. So let me take you into my amazing journey from a lot of health and wealth to no health, to losing wealth, to regaining health, and then recreating life and lifestyle from what this opportunity has done for us in so many ways. So I grew up in Sydney, Australia, and I played a lot of sports. I hated school, and I used to distract myself from playing sports. I played rugby, I did judo, gymnastics, surfing, aerobics, and this thing called bodybuilding. This is a picture of me when I was 23 years old. And this is the start of me being a young entrepreneur. So I was in the health and fitness industry. I had multiple businesses in the health and fitness industry. I used to be a personal trainer, and I used to bounce at nightclubs on the side. So that was my life for quite a long time. And fast forward 20 years, building and selling 20 traditional businesses, employing 3,500 people. This is a picture of me at 44. Not a bodybuilder anymore, but I used to do a lot of cardiovascular work in the gym. I still used to look after myself. I wanted to be the best version of a 50-year-old that I could be. I was 6 years off in this photo. And unfortunately, one of my businesses, what we were doing, we were flipping properties, and I was personally using a lot of that weed killer called Roundup. And 6 months after this photo was taken, in 2011, doctors gave me some really bad news, and this is a picture of me on the right-hand side, told me that I had 2 major health challenges. Health challenges that put me in and out of hospital for 2.5 years. And as you can see, I lost my hair from the top of my head to my toes. Got a very fake smile on here because I'm standing next to one of my heroes who played one of the highest levels of rugby in Australia, Johnny Manor. He was 21 in this photo. He'd been through the hospital visits that I started going through in this photo. He was in remission at this time. He actually had what they would call one of the good ones. I had 2 of the bad ones. After this photo, his issue came back. He went back into hospital. He started losing his hair again. He was losing all his weight and his muscle mass, and he didn't come out. We lost him at the age of 23 years old. Way, 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 way too young. Way too young. After 2.5 years of what I went through in the hospital, the doctors told me to get my affairs in order. I made a decision at that point to take the responsibility of my health back into my own hands. Did some research, went onto an alkaline diet, became a pescatarian. I ate fish, vegetables, salad, and I just drank water. I was taking a lot of supplements at that time from companies from around the world, nutritional supplements, antioxidants, super juices, alkaline water. Now, you would think with everything that I was doing, my body would have been heading in the right direction, but I can tell you that that wasn't the case. This is a photo of me looking after myself for 2 years. And this is the result physically from the outside, but on the inside, my blood works were still heading in the wrong direction. I was still in a lot of trouble with my health. A friend of mine calls me, Bart Cotter. He said, you need to come to Salt Lake City, Utah. So I got on a plane and I flew to Salt Lake City, Utah. Long story short, I started on the Redox cell signaling supplement. And in 3 hours, my body was detoxing so fast, toxins were coming out of my skin. I had little red spots all over my upper torso. The next morning I got up and I thought to myself, I'm going to test this stuff I was drinking the day before. Now, I had a caffeine intolerance for 20 years. Any more than 2 coffees, I'd be buckled over with discomfort and bloating the whole day. That issue was gone the next day as I tested that problem with 6 coffees. And if I had any more than 2, I would have been in a lot of trouble. But there was nothing to remind me of what I endured for 20 years. The light bulb went on the next day. I had so much lung damage from what they put me through in that hospital. I had trouble breathing and talking at the same time. Within 48 to 72 hours on this product, my lungs were functioning perfect. No problems with my breathing ever. Back to Australia, kept drinking these Redox molecules. 1 year later, this is a photo of me the day the doctors told me no sign of those 2 major health challenges. Multiple injuries from playing sports had gone away, which were turning into that issue as people were getting a crippling issue. As people get older, 20 years of pollen problems, sneezing, runny nose. This is part of my journey back to health. I mean, my body had been rebuilt from the top of my head to my toes. I was feeling fantastic. I was looking much better. Let's fast forward to 3 years on the product. How's the anti-aging? Do I look any better? I always like to go back through these photos. 2014, what you're seeing on the outside is a reflection of what was going on the inside at that time. 1 year later on the product, 2015, what you're seeing here is a reflection of what was going on the inside at that time. And 2017, my complexion is a reflection of what was going on the inside at that time. So that was my journey back to health, back to looking younger and feeling younger. I had no intention to get involved in the business side of Alissa. I didn't believe in not just the network marketing industry, but selling products through a network marketing business model. Anybody who got involved in network marketing or approached me about network marketing, I used to think they were literally crazy. I didn't think it was a real business model. I didn't think it was a real business. I came from traditional business and I thought that that was the only way to go. After 5 months, which I really regret, I started helping people with this product. And this is where the magic kicked in, because if it wasn't for the business, which I would say the business saved my life, if it wasn't for the business, I wouldn't have been able to help people. If I couldn't help people, I didn't receive those thank you checks. But because I helped people through this business model, I received thank you checks from Alissa. I invested in more product for my own personal health. And that's what eventually got me through. So 5 months in, we started sharing it with people. 1 year into the business, after I started building, we became what's called a diamond. I used to hear about diamonds in the industry from other networks and think, well, they've done well. They're obviously, earning something substantial, because that's what we used to hear. Didn't know what that meant until it was achieved. Fast forward another 2 years, 3 years in the business, got to number 3 in the world. Not because I was going for it or aiming for it. It was a byproduct of the people that I helped. And that's what this is all about. I would say that this is the most compelling opportunity that we'll come across in our lifetime, an opportunity, a vehicle that can take people back to their health or anywhere they want to go financially. Just want to reiterate, there's no products in the world that can do what these molecules can do, not just for us, the human body, but for that tree in the background and also all the fish in that ocean, every single living thing on the planet. These founders, this company, which Stevie is going to talk about, they have left this as their legacy to humanity, something that I've been looking for to do through a business model all my life. Haven't been able to achieve that until now. And it's awesome working with Stevie and Alissa because they're reading off the same page. They have the same mindset. They also are going to continue to take this to the world because they are leaving their legacy to the world and a reminder of who these incredible people are as well. And with that, I'm going to hand back to Alissa to bring Stevie back in and go through the incredible opportunity behind ASEA and this amazing technology.
Thanks, Dan. Can we just check that I'm back on, or am I not?
Check, check. 1, 2, 3. You're back.
Woohoo!
But very grainy. You're yeah, flashing in and out. We'll see how you go.
Is that my complexion? It's not Redox. It's the internet. Should I talk or should I just not bother?
Talking is fine. Yeah, no, you're doing well.
Great. Sorry, guys. I have a feeling that maybe it's because everyone in Adelaide is in severe lockdown. I don't know if you've seen the news. And everyone's on the internet. So it's a bit tricky for us. So hopefully it's a better connection.
Which is a big chunk of Australia. So South Australia, absolutely.
Yeah. Dan, we love hearing your story every time. You're such an inspiration to myself and I know to many others about how this technology has not only helped you, but how you have been able to help thousands and thousands of people. And I think last time we spoke, we were up to like 45,000 people that you've impacted across the globe. And I know that your mission is to get to way more than that. And your dedication and your work ethic inspires me to make sure I keep working. I know there are times Dan will ring me and he goes, how many people have you told today about Redox? I'm like, oh, I've been doing therapy. He's like, get on it. People are dying. So thank you, Dan, for your inspiration and helping us to share this to the world. And Stevie, back to you again. Maybe at the end I can share my story. But Stevie, back to you just to hear about how this product can not only help us with our health, but may be able to also help with some of the lifestyle choices that we'd like to live and help other people as well.
Great. Thanks very much, Alissa. And thank you, Dan. Thank you both very much. All right, folks, let me zoom through this for you. With every great breakthrough comes great opportunity. And ASEA is, believe me, a life-changing breakthrough. And that's created a life-changing opportunity behind all of this to make a living while bettering people's lives. This is the most compelling opportunity in the world right now. Let me share with you really quickly why. First, ASEA is the world's first and only redox signaling supplement for two simple reasons. One, for nearly 3 decades now, actually, no one other than one man, Dr. Gary L. Samuelson, medical atomic physicist, has been able to figure out how to create and stabilize redox signaling molecules outside of the body. For the 2 decades before Dr. Samuelson's breakthrough work, science had declared that it was impossible. And 2, ASEA is heavily patented. But not only is ASEA not allowed to be copied, it can't be copied because there's no way to look into a bottle of ASEA and figure out how to reverse engineer it because there are trade secrets in making ASEA. So it can't be copied. That means we have no copycats. That means no competition. No one in the world has what ASEA has, no one. And no other products in the world can do what ASEA does. None of them. Nothing else in the world can get to the depth and level of achievement in the human body as what ASEA can, because redox works in everyone. Everybody needs redox because nothing in the body works as well, or in fact, at all without redox. Nothing works without it. And redox can't hurt anybody. No other product can make that claim. No juice, no pill, no super shake, fancy water, CBD oil, none of them. ASEA holds massive opportunities across all health science sectors: healthcare, wellness, sports science, athletic performance, beauty, skincare, aging. These are multi-trillion-dollar industries. And again, ASEA is the only company in the world that the world can get a redox supplement from. ASEA is an entrepreneur's dream. Our mission here at ASEA is to better people's lives and to be a force for good in the world. We want to help a lot of people. We can't do that on our own. And so we look for people to help spread the word. ASEA gives you the opportunity to earn money just by sharing redox with others. For people looking for either an extra or part-time, maybe full-time a big time, or perhaps even a legacy for loved ones kind of income. For people who have dreams, like I did, of a better life, income, lifestyle, there are commissions to meet whatever levels of ambitions. To be able to afford making your dreams a reality, ASEA helps you create income that is both residual and leveraged. You receive a residual income from not just the first, but all of the repeated purchases made by everyone you refer to as ASEA. And because you can refer as many people as you like, the residual income potential is unlimited. On top, you also receive leveraged residual income, unlimited, from all of the repeated purchases made by every single person your contacts and others also refer. There's no limits to how far and wide these referrals can go, so there's no limits to your income. Just like when you recommend a good movie, TV series, restaurant, cafe, book, or whatever, people tell people who naturally tell other people who then tell more people. And it goes on and on. Word of mouth marketing is the oldest and still today #1 most powerful and effective form of marketing in the world. There's no limits, especially with how connected the world is today. Word spreads worldwide. ASEA is currently in 35 countries, opening up new markets every year based on existing trends. The annual turnover is projected to exceed $500 million in the next 5 years. Residual income is impressive. Certainly impressed me. But let me, for a moment, tell you what I've learnt. Residual income isn't just impressive, it is important. And I want to go over very quickly why. Well, you have residual bills. Why not have residual income? Do you know what happens to most people by the time they're 65? Out of every 100 people, only 1 is wealthy. Only 3 are financially secure. 7 must still work to survive. At 65, not working because they want to, but because they have to. They're a slave to the dollar. And 74 out of every 100 people are dependent on welfare by 65. So what is one of the main financial principles that the top 4% seem to have figured out that the other 81% didn't? It's how to make money that is no longer dependent on their paid by the hour, selling their time for money, labor intensive or own activity job, otherwise known as active income. Sooner or later, you won't be able to be as active as you are right now, and therefore you won't be able to have as much active income as you have right now. And this may be even more concerning if you're thinking, well, geez, my active income already isn't enough as it is. This is one big problem. One of the biggest problems that 81% of people get trapped in. Money is an excellent servant, but let me tell you, it's a terrible master. Terrible. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll be a slave for money until you die. Now, I'm not saying jobs are bad. They're a good place to start for most of us anyway. And if you truly love what you're doing in your job, if you truly love your job, you're blessed, keep it. But still find a way to make money outside of your job that won't interfere with what you're currently doing. Because only relying on a single source of active income is not smart and dangerous to your financial security. And ASEA is an opportunity that you can work part-time on your fortune while you're still working full-time on your job. So you can still pay for your living, but pay for your freedom by working in a ASEA organization part-time. So for people who are smart, for people who've been wanting to be in the right place at the right time, who are able to recognize a good thing when it comes their way, who decide to take control of their finances and their freedom. For people who aren't happy with the amount of money that they have or how they have to make it. For people who have dreams and want a better life. ASEA is a significant opportunity to be paid a significant residual income from the inevitable growth of its global expansion to afford you those dreams and give you that real freedom. Now, here's the biggest truth of all. There's nothing better than making a living from bettering people's lives. That's what you get to do with ASEA. Who we become and what we do is the biggest reward over and above any riches it will make us. Now, you can make great money here, that's for sure. And you can even be rewarded on top with all expenses paid trips to 5-star luxury locations around the world and have a really great time meeting great people, making great friends, having great experiences and a great lifestyle. But really, at the end of the day, it's the effect we have on others that is one of the most valuable currencies there is. And that is the heart of a seer. And it was demonstrated here. Because the truth is, after big pharmaceutical companies were shown tens of millions of dollars and 17 years worth of powerful research and clinical studies proving a seer, those big drug companies offered to pay huge sums of money for the sole and exclusive rights to the ASEA Redox technology. However, they wanted ASEA to shut down and they wanted to take everyone off Redox. But thankfully, the founders of ASEA, Virtus and his son Tyler Norton, had the great foresight to see grave concerns and consequences in such a deal. Because Virtus and Tyler saw people who went from severe health challenges that once left them and their doctors feeling hopeless, to then experiencing life-changing power from Redox. And when Virtus and Tyler saw this, they were filled with a great sense of purpose and responsibility to get this breakthrough for humanity out to the world. And so they couldn't, in good conscience, sell out. And so they didn't. They said no to the payout and yes to the people. For Virtus and Tyler, what had once started out as just a very big business play had now become more. The ASEA founders turned down that huge sum of money from big pharmaceutical companies, deciding to go the supplement route rather than the drug route in order to expedite the availability of this technology globally, making it available immediately to everyone without a prescription. One of ASEA's foremost guiding principles was demonstrated here, as is perpetually demonstrated in every decision they make. And that is to always put people and principles before ego and economics. The ASEA founders and corporate team come from big backgrounds. We're talking up to Fortune 50 backgrounds. They are exceptionally experienced in running very big, profitable, famous, household name companies. But their corporate soul revolves around putting people first, having an impact, making a difference, helping others like me to believe, belong, and become more, to be a force for good in the world. So you're in good hands. Get back with the person who shared this with you. Let them know what stood out to you the most. If you have any questions, ask them. They can point you to where you can find the answers very easily, because there's plenty of university studies. But most importantly, there's hundreds of thousands of real people's life-changing redox experiences for you to see. ASEA is the real deal. Do you want to be happier and healthier? Do you want to live younger, longer? You may just want to become an ASEA customer. Or do you want to be, do, have, and give more? Do you want to help people be happier and healthier? Do you have dreams and desires? Do you want a better life, income, lifestyle? Do you want to increase the prosperity of the planet? Do you want to make a difference in the world? Hand to heart, let me tell you, become part of this redox reality then, because you can become more, whatever that is for you. If you'll just pass this information on for many, many others, you will better the lives of many, many others. And your life will become better in many, many ways. Thank you very much for spending this time with me. May you always be happy and well. And thank you so much, Dan and Alissa, for taking care of me here.
Stevie, thank you again. Thank you again for your presentation. I just love how you always end this, that it's all about what we can do for other people. And something that I love about being a part of this company is about working on yourself. So you're working on yourself personally, internally, but also from a cellular point of view. So thank you, Stevie, for sharing that with us. And this company certainly helps us to become better people and helping us to help other people as we can. Look, guys, normally we would open up for questions and answers, but thank you, Internet, for the gaps that we had. We've kind of run out of time, so apologies for that. We will be here on same time, same channel next week, both with Dan, Steve, and I, and hopefully I can share my story as a health practitioner then. So if you want to stick around next week and hear what that's about, hopefully I won't have internet issues. Dan, thank you again for your amazing contribution, your story, your passion, your inspiration. Stevie, thank you again for your amazing presentation. And guys, I just want you all to go back to the person that brought you to this presentation so you can answer or ask questions so they can answer any questions you've had. Find out how you can get hold of this health technology for yourself, how you can start changing your life, your health, and to become a better person yourself, and share this with as many as we can throughout the world as quickly as we can. People are out there, they're needing it. We know from a health professional point of view that this is the key missing ingredient to our health. So please get back to the person that introduced you. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you and putting up with our internet connections in Australia. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Catch ya. Bye.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.